Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Scom-Chat. You're with me here, your host Gabriela Muntali. But before we start, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Today with me I have Samantha Selemani. She is the former chair of the decoration team here at Scom. So let's get to meet her.
As she's already said, my name is Samantha Selemani. I'm studying environmental management and technology. I'm currently in my 4th year. And as you said, by God's grace, I served as the decoration chair while I was in my 3rd year.
Okay, Samantha, so before we talk about decoration and stuff, let us get to know you as a Christian too. When did your journey, start with the Lord?
As we've heard, we only received Christ once. And that was at the age of 8.
Wow.
But then in between,
Yeah.
yes, there was no proper walk with the Lord.
Yeah.
I can say from my secondary school years is when I seriously pursued God. Yes.
So what happened in secondary school for you to be like, I want to start, a serious relationship with Jesus? It shouldn't just be like the one that I had when I was young, like developing a deeper relationship with Him.
Okay, at secondary school, we were exposed to a lot of people from the university
Yeah.
that were really after God's heart, and
Yeah.
it was an inspiration already to say, I think there is what God is worth pursuing.
Yeah.
What is making these people that have already, according to us, we said they had made it in life.
Yeah.
So what is making them pursue God even more? So from then, I also made a decision to follow this God with all my heart.
Wow, that's amazing. I love how you've said really there were people who had already a journey with God that would come back to you guys, but were in uni that time, and those guys would inspire you. And I feel like now that you're in uni too, there are other people out there. You know how when you're in uni, people just feel like you've made it, yeah? And then you're also pursuing a relationship with God. You can also be like a symbol of goody. It's not just goody, this thing is for young people. But when you're very young and then you can pursue Jesus, as old as we're growing, we can still pursue that relationship with God. Okay. And as I was, when you look at the scripture in Exodus, you see how detailed God is. With what you're doing now, decoration and stuff, it reminds me of what happens in Exodus. Yeah? You know how when God was telling Moses to design the ark, to design the tabernacle, how it should look. It was so detailed. Even the gown that Aaron had to put on, it was so detailed. So with decoration, with you guys doing decoration, it's not just also you guys just being talented. It's part of ministry too. It has to look good. So what has been your learning process? When did you start? When did you join the decoration ministry?
I joined it when I was in 2nd year. That should be 2022. Yes. And joining at 2nd year, learning the basics, and then at 3rd year, that's when I got to,
you started getting
in and I was selected as the chair then.
Yeah.
From then on, I can say is when I have known even much more than I did previously. So yes, that has been the process.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, but then what has the process been like, the learning process? Because I feel like you guys just don't do zintisori tingobanga decoration. You guys put in the work. We see when we look at the decoration, we see goody. There have been people who have been putting in the work to make this look amazing. Volunteer. You guys put in the work. So how did you get there? Because me, I remember this other time, Tina in the Mukef, Tina in the worship night, I think. And then I didn't know what to do, so I was like, I'll do Dego with you guys. They gave me this Saluman, I should do something. It took me hours and it still looked a mess. That's when I realized, this stuff is not for the weak. So you started 2nd year and now you're getting it. Now you're good. What was the process like?
Okay, decoration, one thing I can say is you learn every day.
Yeah.
And you come today, you learn something new. You have to practice that.
Yeah.
Next time, you build on that.
Yeah.
So I started as the very first task I remember was given to decoration team was putting pins on the
Yeah.
console again that we use. That was my very first task.
Yeah.
From that, I moved to pinning pansy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thereafter, I have grown now to wear mamba.
Yeah.
Yes. Starting from scratch, the
Yeah.
decoration, I know what to do. But yes, as I've said, it's a gradual process.
Yeah.
You don't just get it in a day.
Yeah.
Each time you come, you learn something new. And yes.
Wow. And I feel like you also being the former chair, you also had to get experience with, working with people and stuff like that. I hope that enhanced your leadership abilities.
Yeah, it did. It did, honestly. Because you have to know at the moment, at the time, what decoration we're doing.
Yeah.
If at all we have a few people or a lot of people, you have to now divide people.
Yeah.
You better do that, so that by the end of the day things are done.
Wow, that's amazing. So can you show us something? If I said put the wanga duarina ganiga wanga mu careful.
Right.
All right.
So as requested, I'm going to be making a flower that we usually use for the table or for decoration penny. So yes, these are the materials, the salu, as well as tingwejo mangela.
Wow.
Yes.
I can hear the wind.
Okay. So you make sure that you take the width of the nsalu. As you can see, there is the length, and this is what we get as we make the flower. We use the width. I think I should use this side. I think words wouldn't really. I can't put it in words, but
You can,
at
can
least-
speak in Chichewa if you want to be comfortable. If you're afraid,
Yes.
Okay, but we are watching.
But yes,
That's what matters.
yes. Visual learners, please.
Yeah, visually nice.
So the first step
Yeah.
is to just fold a little bit like this of the inside. All the rest is to your right. So you continue doing that till the very end.
You just fold them in little pieces.
Yes, in little pieces like that, but they should all meet at one point. So after that is done, you then use the rope, as I said. Then masiabe distance yaka yoru muntu hatawugwira.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm going to tie mine. So yes, after that is tied, Tima Igura no salu. This we call these splits. I don't know if you can. Yes, that's what we were doing at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then from there, we now go through the pleats from the right to the very end, gathering the pleats that were already formed. Okay, so from there, you have to connect this to where you first tied the first knot. Then from there,
I'm afraid Kelvin will join the decoration team. He's watching.
ngozunguliza.
Yeah.
You can do it twice just to hold it in place. Then we continue with the same process as we started. So basically that's how a flower is made.
So basically, the more you do it, the more easy it becomes.
Yes. As I said, decoration is about practice, mostly with the skills like the flower.
Yeah.
You just have to practice. Honestly, I'll tell you that I've learned the flower this semester.
Yeah.
I did not know this whole time.
Wow.
But yes, it takes practice. So this is the end result after, yes, gathering the pleats and unraveling everything. This is what you come up with.
Wow.
Timachadua.
That's nice.
You?
Wow.
The debulo you can actually pin it particularly.
Okay. That's nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope next time I'll know how to do it. Actually, I have to try it again.
You just have to.
Yeah.
Because if you give up,
Then it will never happen. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what has been a verse that has been blessing you this? Is there a scripture you would love to share with us before we close?
yes. One of the very first verses I got to memorize in my Sunday school days, I memorized it in Chewa, so yes, I'll say it in Chewa. Epsode 14 verse 14. Yehova zadi menyera nkondo ifetiri chede. So yes, that's one of the scriptures that still speak to me. To say the Lord still fights our battles and we just have to be still. As long as you are his child, you call up unto him, he is there, he's going to come through for us, and God really will come through for us.
He will always be fighting for us. Actually, there is a verse in Chronicles, I've just forgotten it, but it says, the battle is mine, not yours. God was speaking to the Israelites and was telling them, this battle is mine. So it's like he takes our problems personal. He takes our trouble personal. So no matter what we're going through, he will always be fighting for us. He will always be ahead fighting for us. Okay, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for singing us. We have learned today, Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I thank God, and yes, I really enjoyed this.
Gabriela Montali, but before we close, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Meet you next week. Shalom.